Hey, I'm Brandon with RevZilla, and we're here taking a closer look at the Dainese 4-stroke 2 gloves available at RevZilla.com. So the 4-stroke 2 gloves, these are obviously replacing the previous 4-stroke gloves, and they were highly successful. Not a huge update from the previous generation. However, there are a few key updates which I'm going to touch on here in just a moment. But these are one of our favorites among the office within the Dainese line. A lot of guys in the office are using these as an everyday kind of commuting glove. It's a great summer option. It's low cuff, and with the updated accordion that they've added into these gloves, which is becoming a common theme with a lot of Dainese gloves, they are a lot more comfortable than their previous generations. Now, these gloves will ship to you for free, and as always, we do have a price match policy in place, which of course will guarantee you the lowest price available. But before we get into those features, let's talk about the overall fit. Now, I typically wear a size large in most of my riding gloves, and the large is fitting me very well here. I measure just over 8.5 inches, and again, these are incredibly comfortable with that additional accordion. I'd certainly say these are running true to what the sizing chart is going to recommend for you. Now, let's talk about some of the features. I mentioned these are a replacement for the previous generation here, and this is the previous gen that I've got here on the right hand side, and they're very similar, but as you can look here, we've got some additional accordion going across the knuckles. That's one of the key updates there, and it really does contribute to the overall comfort when you're manipulating your controls. And I think another big update was on the inside here. You can see they gave you a pull tab at the base of these gloves, and then they increased the size of the Velcro closure. It's better secured and it stays there for much longer. And then that additional bit of material here towards the bottom of the glove just allows you to throw these on. So I do like that additional bit of material there. Now, working our way from the top of the glove here to the fingers as we normally do, a little bit of perforation here for breathability, and we do have a goatskin main construction on these gloves. This is a stainless steel. This gives you additional impact protection, of course, across the knuckles, and you can see that additional bit of accordion. These are incredibly more comfortable than that previous generation. I didn't love how they fit previously. Personally, Dainese gloves fit me a little odd, but I could wear these guys all day long, no problems at all. Accordion across the fingers, and you can see we've got some additional reinforcement on the pinky as well. These are more or less, you know, the short cuff version of the full metal gloves. If you're familiar with the full metal gloves, this is really just that short cuff version here. So it's great, you know, as an everyday kind of commuter option, but you're still getting tons of performance and protection with these guys as well. Now, working our way to the inside of the palm, again, goatskin leather, reinforcement here on the inside to help prevent that premature wear with your controls. A lot of pressure is going to be here with your handlebars, so it's nice to have any bit of additional, you know, grip pattern or additional reinforcement there to help with that premature wear. Always look for this. We've got this covered out seam here that's giving you great coverage in the event of a crash because you don't have this exposed seam, and this is an area that's very prone to impact. So you can see we've got some additional impact protection here across the pinky, and then they've got that covered seam that's double stitch, and then a palm slider towards the bottom. That's going to help with that initial impact, but it's also going to help with abrasion resistance as well. As I mentioned before, large Velcro closure here. That is really nice, and that's going to last much longer than the previous generation, so I like the update there as well. Now, if you're looking for more details, feel free to click the info button on your desktop or mobile device. That's going to take you over to RevZilla.com, where you can read other rider reviews. Now, if you have some additional questions for us, do not hesitate to reach out to our Gear Geeks. You can give them a call at 877-792-9455 or shoot over an email, cs@RevZilla.com. Thanks for hanging out with us and taking a close look at the Dainese 4-stroke 2 gloves. I'm Brandon. Keep it pinned.